Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Alright, hello everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are, of course, here at the StarLadder close qualifiers. This time around, we've landed in South Africa, and we do have this game here, Big 5 versus Ladon CS. As we do get to see, this matchup has begun quite recently, though, but we did end up missing the very first pistol round as well as the very second round of the game. Now, we do obviously see a purchase here from Ladon CS. They have 5 AK-47s to work with, and that is quite a hefty investment from their side. And let's see if they can accomplish anything right now. It is a straight down push towards Banana, and Tiantie in the position there in the cubby somehow finds 2 kills with the MP9. That is a great trade for the CTs. I can't really say the same here for Ladon CS. Utility being deployed here towards middle. The T is going to continue on pushing forward, it looks like. Now, of course, there's still utility here from the side of Big 5. Coastal, that is some great damage being dealt. We also have a very nifty crossfire set up. And that's going to be Big 5 taking it 3-0. And, of course, they do have themselves a pretty nice looking lead, all things considering here. Of course, they're probably going to come out victorious here, I would presume. I saw the odds for this game, and I mean, well... Not saying anything bad about Ladon CS, but Big 5 are looking like the favorites in this one. I personally can't really give you the most amount of information about South African CS, other than probably, you know, the I wanted to say the Bravado guys, but they have changed their org, haven't they? So can't really say too much about South African CS, but let's see how this one's gonna turn out. It's very cool to note that I think this is probably the first minor, you know, the Asian minor where actually a team from South Africa can compete. That's going to be so great to see a South African team competing. That's going to be great for their experience. Moving forward. Oh, the nades. Oh, the nades. Bombardment and Banana. That's a great damage being dealt on the ecoing players, and yeah, I mean, Ladon CS will definitely have a difficult time entering the bomb site, as we do see utility being deployed here from Big 5 Slowy and Titania. Oh, Tianya. Do you say the ye softly? Do you say like a J, like Tianje? Someone in the chat, please give me the right answer on how to pronounce the player's name, if anyone knows, that is. Anyhow, it looks like the round is kind of over here for Ladon. They're just going to have to make this commitment on the B bomb site. But at this point, there's really no two-way street about it. Ooh, can't, gotta hold mouse 1, not just mouse 2. And how it is going to be the commitment here. Good shot from Slowy, and he's going to get the 3 kills, in fact, as the second guy ends up being roasted on a barbecue. Yeah, of course, this is where Ladon can still make the investment around like this. It's looking not too bad, all things considering. Even Deathwing can decide to purchase AWP, but it looks like no, it is going to be the AK-47. Still a pretty viable weapon. It really comes down to what Ladon CS want to approach in a round like this. Is it going to be a bit of a more faster style of play? If it is, in fact, then the AWP isn't the best purchase. Alright, Enigma. That is some fine game sense from him. As it does eliminate one of the players there now. Slowly seems to be the only guy here towards Banana, so he will have a difficult time if it comes down being a push on the B bomb site. But as we do see this, Ladon, they're playing this one very safely. They're not really committing to one of the bomb sites just yet, even though they did find the early kill. Not a bad nade there from Takbok. the players would have been just a little bit closer to one another, I think that could have been a deadlier prospect. But there, ooh, County, that is some great shots coming in from the AK-47. And now if this is for Ladon, they just have to make a commitment on the side. There's really no other way of putting it, but 40 seconds remaining. They must commit here, and it looks like it is going to be the B side. This seems to be a very good choice here, but Enigma doesn't anticipate Slow to be in that angle. That's going to allow for the Big Five players to maybe realize what's going on here, that this, in fact, could be a B bomb site hit. And now the utility being thrown out over the side, it's pretty obvious what's going on here. He still has the Molotov in play here, so now they must push on for the flames. This is great stuff from Big Five. They've nailed down the timings and land on this. Really nothing to do at this point. That has some great shots coming in. Big Five secure themselves the 5-0 lead. And with the lead being secured, actually intrigued to know who actually picked this map. It is in fact, alright, this is Big Five's map picks, okay. I guess that's one of the main reasons why we do see them popping off like this. Wait, I still want to take a look at what are the players' name. Is Is XD cannibalistic? I would presume so. That's probably cannibalistic. Coastal is probably custom, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. And of course, this is being played, on the face of platform, so that's why, some of the nicknames are pretty funky, I guess we call them. Beefcake 11. Oh boy, I'm not really sure which player this is he from Ladon. But I'm sorry, Beefcake, you probably should have your proper gamer tag coming into this one, so you will be now. Beefcake 111 for this matchup. Sorry about that, lad, but it is what it is. Right now, Cannibalistic, peeking on through, he does find himself a couple good kills here. Well done by him, but the nade. Oh boy, thought that's actually a nade being thrown on his feet. But he's still committed to the fights. And that's a big mistake. Beefcake will find the deagle headshot. Now, by this point, I guess we shouldn't be anticipating too much out of Ladon CS. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is that these players are kind of an eco. I guess you could call it a partial buy to some extent, because even though the players are ecoing, they have invested in the Kevlars. But yes, all things considering, this is probably not going to be the round Ladon CS will win. Maybe they can do some damage though. I mean, that is in itself a pretty good prospect. Birds chirping. As it should be. It is summer, guys. It's summer here on Inferno. Ooh, Tianjie. Missing the HE there. That's not going to be much of an impact, I'd say. There's going to be a couple players coming out here for the Archway Complex, though. He will actually get the refrag, but as you can see, this round is probably over at this point. Enigma. Oh, yeah. Actually finds superb timing there, and Techbook knows the position of the last player, and that's going to be it here. Not the cleanest of rounds here for Big Five. Let's put it at that. Not the cleanest of rounds. It's a victory, though. So I will give him that. And now Big Five, again, they can obviously even reinvest into the sniper rifles. They have loads of money to work with, and with the AWPs coming out to play, I wonder if this defensive is going to be a lot harder for Ladon CS to break, because the fact of the matter is, Ladon CS haven't found the most amount of success these past couple of rounds. Surely it has been the Big Five show thus far, and even rounds where Ladon CS were looking pretty good, like the 5-4 we saw not too long ago. They kind of flopped it by overthinking that situation here. We are seeing some engagements here towards the banana area, and I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be anyone helping out Enigma in that situation. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, what smoke grenade is thrown out here in Deep Banana Complex has a difficult time pursuing that kill. Alright, it looked like that nade has done way more damage than I looked at first glance, but I do believe it only landed close by the wall. That's why it did very minimalistic damage. That's a good nade. Now it's Beefcake. The Molotov won't land. The if only would have landed here, the Cubby. Tianti would have had a much more difficult time, but he's going to peek on through the flames. That's risky. And that's still going to allow him to get one of these kills. But the fact of the matter is, Ladon CS, as they're going to continue on with the push here, Tacbook and Co. should be and will be able to clean this one up, I'd say. It is going to be a cleanup here on the A site as Big 5 secure a 7-round lead. Thus far, this has been looking, I'd say, a pretty one-sided affair. As I mentioned earlier, folks, this is, of course, the map pick here, Big 5. The second map of the best of 3, it is going to be Dust 2, but I haven't really checked what is going to be the third map. I'd like to say it might just be a Mirage. Wait, do not spread any misinformation. I'll give you the exact. Yeah, it is going to be Mirage, the third map. Ladon CS. This time around is a very quick banana take. 7, we haven't really seen too much of the past. They have tried, though. But if you saw, they weren't able to successfully take it over. And now as Slowly is playing a bit more passively on the B side, that's going to allow the players from Ladon CS to acquire said banana control. So, okay. Now they have banana to work with. What's the next game plan here for Ladon? Looks like they're going to be shifting their focus away from that part of the map. Oh, and this is interesting. Looks like Big 5 are going to re-aggress here. Good shot there from Tiantia. But the great thing was, he had his teammate throwing out a superb flash right there. And also the Molotov as well. Like, the player who's playing close by the car area, he can't really retreat. He just has to commit to the fight here. We're talking about committed to fights here. Ladon CS. KW tries to go for it, but he can't succeed there. And now as the T's don't have the most amount of time to work with, they're just supposed to hit this site. Thus far, they're finding some of these kills here. Enigma going for a bit of a pre-fire there, and now they still haven't checked the guy in pit, though. That is where Tacbuck can... Actually, no, Tacbuck doesn't do a single point of damage, and this is looking good right now for Ladon. They are in a fine position to secure this one. The grenade, though, does some good damage on the players, but not enough to take him down. Deathwing. There's a bit of a gap in the smoke. That's a great opportunity for him to find a kill. A cheeky kill at that, unless the timing, it's in favor. He finds one more kill now. Slowly left it 1-on-2. He's got an AW to work with, but he can't find the kill. And it's going to be the first round here for Ladon. A successful push there on the A bomb side. Though I must admit, from the Big 5 side, I think I saw some miscommunication going on there. Because we had 2 players on the bomb side that were hyper-focused on short. Neither of them was looking towards the apartments. I think the guy who was in pit, I think that was Tacbuck in that position. Tacbuck. He was supposed to be the pit guy looking towards the apartments. He wasn't. He was playing safely in the pit, and that allowed a guy like, who was it? Enigma? I think it was Enigma to just pop out of the apartments there and find a couple good kills. It's okay. Ladon CS have finally picked up their very first round here on Inferno, but still going to have to be a lot more. They must go for Slowly. Man, he's got to have to change his gamer tags. Playing, that's not the right tag for him. Slowly's been playing a very aggressive style here on the B bomb side, and it's clearly working out here for Big 5. And look at this. Look at the additional damages being dealt on these Ladon players. There's really nothing they can do once the bombardment goes through onto the banana area. It is so tight. The players can't really move away. It's pretty much, you just have to soak up the damage. Smoke grenade on CT. Standard stuff from Ladon. But they must make some extraordinary kills to make this one work. The smoke, the Molotov as well. That's problematic here for Ladon. I am expecting to see a bit of a rotate here from Big 5, but no, they're still holding the angles here. And now Slowly, great opportunity for him to rack up some kills. And now it's all up to KW, and that's going to be 3 for Slowly. 3 kills for Slowly to end the round, and Big 5 have, wouldn't really call it a reset, as you know, we do know how the modern economy system works with Counter-Strike. But it's going to be some diminishing returns here for Ladon. Let's put it that way. Diminishing returns here for the South African team. As now they must make, yeah, probably the right choice in a situation like this. A simple eco. Some of the players were sitting around $2,000, $4,000. So yes, going for a simple equal like this makes a lot of sense. The next round we have coming into play, that's going to be where Ladon will have a proper investment. Though, I must say though, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of South African CS, but this is tactical stuff. Like, we can see Big Five, you know, whenever they're taking over some mid presence, even in the start of this round, we saw grenades being deployed in second mid and middle to do some early damage on the Ladon guys, and, you know, that's very surprising to see. I didn't expect such a level of team play, as well as you could say, tactics and ideas coming into play. So that's very cool. I mean, it proves that Big Five have clearly done the practice here, and some flashes running on top, and the players with the pistols finding some good shots coming in here. Takbuk, the lonesome guy on the side, he does need to back him as soon as possible. One of his teammates is coming in here with the bomb being dropped. This round is kind of over here for Ladon. Beefcake and KW, once the smoke ends up fading, that's where Beefcake will take the hit. KW right now is in the apartments. But life expectancy is pretty slim, I'd like to say. He's gonna jump on through. That was a nice idea. I mean, he did have the knife out. Maybe he was trying to get, you know, a cheeky knife kill, which, I don't know, could have happened maybe. But that would have been some sick air strafe in order to, you know, strafe in the air and actually land the knife on Takbuk, who wasn't even low on HP, so fair enough. Oh, again, a push here from Slowy. He's playing anything but slow right now, and it's going to be a bit of an aggressive style of Ladon players coming through here for the Flame. Slowy with the fadeaway shot. I mean, this man's playing great here on the banana area, and that's the thing. You have Slowy here in banana with the AOP, who's doing a fine job at finding the skills, but you also have Cannibalistic, who's playing, I do believe, yeah, he's playing the rotator position. He's playing towards Archway, who's also been a thorn in Ladon's side. A simple mid-take. Maybe some premature grenades coming out there from Custom, I like to say. Now Ladon, they're definitely overstaying their welcome by this point. They must try to commit here to the bomb site, and the angles here are looking superb here for Big Five. They will be able to eliminate every single player from Ladon, and yeah, that round is over. But because they still have, yeah, like they got loads of money to work with here, the guys from Ladon. So they can very easily still make the reinvestment here, but the problem remains is that they're simply running out of rounds to work with. Sure, they might have the weaponry to purchase in a round like this, but the fact of the matter is, the best possible scenario is 5 rounds on the terrorist side of Inferno. Is that a good scoreline to have 5 rounds? It's not great, I'll say that, but it's still doable. But even in the case of Ladon, I'm not sure that's going to be possible. We'll see though. Ladon CS. This time around, before taking over Banana Presence, they must fight for it, and they are using the utility to do so, so that's actually pretty big here for B5. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me. I should not have made that pun. It was a disgrace. I'll try to avoid any puns that involve the name Big. This might just work out here for Ladon CS. We have 5 of the players stationed here towards Banana. There's a good possibility that, you know, with them having all 5 players entering the site, they could actually get something done here. But the utility is still in the side here for Big Five. There's still even a Molotov here in the hands of Slowy, so when it comes down to turning the players from pushing any further, like, they're doing a fine job at it, Big Five. Oh no, he's gonna get caught through there, Slowy, and there's a lot of barbecues going on here. That's some great stuff coming in for the likes of Big Five. Deathwing, quite low HP. The easy pickup there for Cannibalistic. And Beefcake, he's going down. He's hit the dirt. It has now 11 rounds here for Big Five. Like, man, Ladon and CS are having a very difficult time at entering the bomb site. Not just because the Big Five players are able to find some great crucial openings, but in a scenario like this where they were playing very passive style of Counter-Strike, they still had the utility to block off the push from Ladon. That's the one thing we have to note. The utility usage was superb. First we saw the smoke grenades coming in at the 1 minute mark, the second smoke grenade, then we saw the Molotovs running in. That was great stuff there from Big Five. That's how you are supposed to be using your utility in a situation like that. And even so, like, we can see that probably the call was to make a fast push here around the B bomb site, but the problem is, one of the players, like KW, he fully on commitment, he was given the command, and he was a good soldier. He didn't slow down and pushed forward, but the other guys, they were stalling. They were stalling quite a bit. And even this, I mean, clearly, things aren't going the way here for Ladon as Beefcake has gone for the force bite. The other guys, though, for them, it's just an eco. So clearly, some miscommunication here for Ladon. I guess you can maybe even call it a bit of a tilt, all things considering. Enigma. He's got the deal out. Who's he got there in his profile picture? Is that one of the members from NWA? Oh, this is easy. This is easy for Tiantia. He just wants you to come out through the smoke. And once they do, they have barely any vision to work with. That's a great opportunity for Tiantia to rack up some easy kills. Or even so, goes in for a bit of a pre-fire, gets the kill, and his team gets the job done. 12 rounds right now for Big Five, and Ladon CS, they're back with the investment here. AK-47s, an AWP in the hands of KW. I honestly can't really recall, was there an AWP ever purchased here for KW? I like to say no. I don't think there was ever an AWP inside of Ladon CS as far as I remember. Well, let's see. Maybe the big green gun is something Ladon CS needed for such a long time, and he's got to be able to win some of these one-on-one engagements. That's definitely a possibility. However, the early kill goes in favor here of Cannibalistic, and oh boy, there's a bombardment here in Banana. The flash does rain through, but Slowy knows what's going on. And the round seems to be kind of over at this point. I mean, Ladon CS, they don't really have anything to work with here. Do you see Cannibalistic going for a WP angle? Good shot from him. And he wants more. He wants to hit the 20 frag mark, but that's a bit overzealous. He goes down, and Big Five with 13. $16,000 here for Tac Book. Yeah, that's quite a lot. In general, like, Big Five have really even had a scenario where they had to worry about money. For them, they've had money for days pretty much to starve this half, and oh no, Tac Book. He's going for a bit of a BM there, pulls out the auto shotty. Though, in all fairness, the auto shotgun isn't a bad weapon when you're going to have a bunch of these players coming in. Right now, this seems to be a good scenario here for Big Five, Ladon, and... oh, actually, no, it's Tiantia and Slowy who are finding the kills. And this round is... oh. He thought about it. Cannibalistic thought about going for the knife, but... yes, that's going to be it here. 14 rounds here for Big Five. Only the one measly round here for Ladon. And that's going to be it here, folks. Though, as I say it, I mean, there's still always a possibility of a comeback. I guess it's a good opportunity as any has to maybe look back at the odds, how things are looking here. Yeah, they're not looking that great here for the likes of Ladon. Understandably so. I mean, they haven't shown us the great Counter-Strike thus far. Maybe that's going to change, but for now, it is going to be 14-1. As the Ladon CS players holding themselves the CT angle, so maybe they can actually pick up the very first blitzing round if they do get it, I mean, there's a whole world of possibilities. That's a nice shot from KW, as that puts Ladon CS in a bit of an advantageous position. The advantage is here. Nice. But can't they make it work? That's the important bit. As we do see Cannibalistic. Spots out the player there. And I think... Oh, they've actually sneaked past through Archway. I didn't even see that was the case here. Big 5. This is looking quite good for them. Deathwing and his teammate Enigma are the only two individuals here on the site. And as they end up being taken out of the equation, it's all up to, well, the remaining 3 Ladon players then. I honestly think they will have a difficult time here on the retake unless they can find the kills quick enough. The positioning here for Big 5 is great. Slowy allows one of the players to sneak past through here. This is a good opportunity for Complex to maybe acquire a headshot. Good shots from him, and a second one to boot. Now it's all up to Slowy. He's in a very difficult position, but even so, he's running around the pillar, and he's not going to do it. That's going to be the first round here on the CT side for Ladon, and their second win of the game. Okay, so the round's been picked up here by Ladon. That's a good way to start off a comeback here on the CT side, but yeah, there's gonna have to be a lot more rounds here from Big 5, or actually no, pardon me, from Ladon CS. Yeah, they want to try to make this one competitive, because thus far it's still a one-sided affair. It really is a one-sided affair for the likes of Big 5. All they need right now is 2 gun rounds, and boom, that's it. They're gonna come out victorious. But I must admit, though, I mean, by this point, I don't think either team is feeling any sort of pressure. I think if you're Ladon CS, you kind of realize that this game, or at least this map, it's kind of over. And because it is over, you're going to have to look forward to the second map, which is, of course, going to be Dust 2, the map pick of Ladon CS. Though Slowly finds a good opening here, KW does reveal his position. He is going to be back away with that MP9 of his. Oh, this is bad right now for Ladon. They give Cannibalistic an opportunity to find a kill, and he will succeed in that regard. All things considering, this is still a somewhat doable round for Big 5. They can still pull it off. Cannibalistic with a Max 7. Not the best weapon in an offensive position. But here, on the offense, Tech 9s and deals to boot. That is something that's looking good here for Big 5. They've now taken over the bombs control, and Deathwing alongside KW. They must attempt here. They must attempt the retake. There's no other way of putting it. As they do attempt the retake, there's a good possibility for the likes of Big 5 to still secure this one. Look at how slow Ladon are approaching this one. They have no idea about the positioning of the Big 5 players. And because they're taking such a long time on the retake, this is good for Big 5. That's what he wanted here. The headshot angle for Tiantia. If he lands the headshot, that's good enough. But however, he's not able to land a single kill. There's good shots coming in from Ladon. And now it's all out to the player here. And he's going to be going down. And I think there's enough time with the defuse. Oh, he gets it. KW gets it. Okay, then. I didn't expect the retake to actually work out. And it did here for Ladon CS. That was a nice attempt. A nice attempt that allowed him to secure a victory. Great stuff from them. On the other hand, I think if you're a Big 5, who was it in that position right behind the box? Was it Tiantia in that position? I think it was Tiantia. Imagine if he actually lands the shots. That's pretty much it. That's round 1 by Big 5. But I don't think he's going to be kicking himself over a lost round like that. It's still looking like Big 5 are going to come out on top here, unless we'll see some heroics here from Ladon CS, which, I don't know, that's still a possibility. And the early engagements. Looking pretty good here for Ladon CS, yes. They do come out on top here with the kill, though Complex, he is quite low in HP. 1 flash grenade to his body, and he's a goner. I guess it's a good opportunity. I mean, as they need to look back at the odds here, how things are looking for the likes of Ladon CS, because they are definitely trying to pull off a comeback, and we do see that the handicap number has actually changed a little bit, as we do see Ladon CS are now proving some, showing us a great Counter-Strike. And now, It is going to be the remaining players from Big Five to try and pull this one off, however. They've scattered all over the place. We have one of the players trying to attempt an archway push. One other guy is going to pick up the bomb here. Oh, that's some poor timing for Cannibalistic. This now means that Big Five, they're going to have to commit to one of the bomb sites. Looks like it is going to be this B site. 20 seconds remaining. Still a good opportunity for them to find some of these kills here. And I can't really say the utility usage is looking that great here for Ladon, but they do have the angles to work with. Enigma with the first one. Now Attack Buck and his teammate Custom. They're still in a position where they can still get this done here. They can still plant the bomb here, but with 5 seconds remaining, Complex coming in for CT, it is pretty much over here. Ladon CS to secure themselves their first convincing round. That's what I'd like to call it. That was a convincing round from Ladon CS. Even though some of the players were smoked off at the B bomb site, they were able to hold their ground, didn't crumble to the pressure, and Big Five right now. Oh boy, if you're someone who actually placed any sort of amount here of Big Five, I don't think it should be worrying. I'll give you that. However, Ladon CS is looking quite decent right now. Like, it's really coming alive here on the ZD side. Yeah, surely, with them having a horrid start as they did, I mean, it's quite understandable why they wouldn't be feeling too confident. But after picking up these 3 rounds in a row, like, that's not too shabby. Like, that's pretty great. Big Five. Smoke pops. That's where they're going to make the push, and that's a good shot coming in from Attack Buck, running and gunning with the Deagle, and wait, did the Cannibalistic kill Slowy? That's odd. Anyhow, that's going to be the bomb plan here for Big Five, and it's not too bad for them. I mean, they wanted to try to get the bomb plan for some of that extra money, but one way or the other, they would have still had enough money to make a purchase. The question does remain, how much damage can Big Five do in this position? Ladon CS using the utility for the retake. You'd love to see it used. And now Tapbot and his teammate Custom. Not sure if we'll see any epic plays from Custom, and that's not meant to be. The round is going to be won here by Ladon CS, and, you know, 5 rounds for them. Okay. 5 rounds to work with. This is the closest they've ever been to the scoreline of Big Five, and still see that it is a pretty daunting scoreline. So I'm not sure if they're going to come out victorious here, Ladon CS. First of all, like, in order to secure a victory, 9 rounds in a row from Ladon CS. I've seen weird Counter-Strike games. 14-1 comebacks, definitely possible in Counter-Strike. Though I'm not sure Ladon CS is going to be the team to do it. Let's see though. In our lovely game of Counter-Strike, there's always that slim chance. Early damage being dealt there in Custom, but that doesn't seem to be a lot. Only 15 points of health. Ooh, Takbucky sees the player there. He can even attempt for the wallbang there, but he probably should have waited him for the player to go for a wider peek and then try to go for the pre-fire. That would have been deadly. Okay, this is quite a slow round here from Big Five. Not really committing to one of the bomb sites just yet, though they have done a stellar job at acquiring map presence in Banana. Haven't really seen them contest middle, though. That's the thing. There is one of the players right now in middle. I don't think he's the one pulling off this very elaborate fake. It is the guys that are making the commitment here who must do the heavy lifting. Thus far, it is quite heavy here. Ladon CS is definitely doing a fine job out of the man. Ooh, that's a high sensitivity definitely he's playing with. And now Big Five, they finally have themselves bombs to control. A 3-on-3 post plan in which Ladon CS, they can still pull it off, though. I kind of wondered where on earth were the remaining players there from Ladon. They definitely took their sweet time for the rotate. And now once the Molotovs and smoke grenades are extinguished, that is when they can make the play here. Slowy gets a good shot there on KW. It's all up to Beefcake and Complex. the two players. Checking the angles. Yeah, but he's not good enough for Cannibalistic. That's going to be 15 for Big 5. 15 rounds being picked up. Not a bad scoreline, all things considering, for the roster, but they were pretty much in the driving seat for this match pretty much since the end of not even the first half. I'd like to say they were in the driving seats in, what was it? Maybe since the 7th round. That's where you can tell, okay, this is looking bad for Ladon CS, okay? Okay, good opportunity as any to, ooh, that's a bit of an aggressive play there from Enigma. Gotta be careful about the flames here, and now, as we do see, this is still a round that's, oh, in contention, Slowy, good shot coming in from him. That's his spider sense is tickling, and now this round is, oh, it's not looking too good here for Ladon CS, though. You do see trades all over the map, I'll give you that. Trades happening on one part of the map to the other part of the map. And this is where, oh, there's going to be KW finding the kill here on the site. However, as his position has been compromised, that's a good opportunity as any for Tacbook to get it done. Now, the bomb is on the shoulders here of Tiantia. He will be able to cross on the bomb site safely, looks like. Though Enigma and Deathwing, they of course must attempt the retake. There's no other way of putting it. This is possibly their lifeline here in this map, so they must try to attempt it. You do see Deathwings coming on through here, but both the players coming in for the smoke. That's a big mistake. As the players were in pit, Tiantia racks up easy kills. That's it here for our first map, folks. Of course, this is a best of 3, so we will have our second map coming into play. It is going to be the Mac pick of the Ladon CS guys, so don't worry guys, the second map will be upon us shortly. Until then, it is going to be a quick commercial break, and I'll see you all then.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.